part 6 of Bo Peeps and turn this around. Bo Peep and Sir HumpAlot's puppies. So today we're going to
Sir Humpy, please.
Sir Humpy. Today we're going to.
If you notice, James named that.
I'm not allowed to
bulldog.
name any other dogs after
No,
name
he's
this
not.
one. So.
The vet even said Sir Humpy. Okay.
Okay, all right. His real name's Sir HumpAlot, but that's fine. No. Okay, so. All right, puppies, just took them away from mum. They're in here, in our incubator, and if you don't have one of these, you should have one. Anyway, did I unplug it? No, it's going good. Right,
yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's just take a sneak peek in here. And here they all are.
Look at those little fat things.
Yeah, they're just happy little campers.
It took them almost a whole week. It took 6 days to get them to get their little fatness about them.
Yes, but they are doing really well.
Well,
in fact,
we
this guy here, Joey, Joey was the one who we were a little bit worried about because he was so small. And Joey was like...
down to 5 ounces.
Yes, so he was actually, 5.6.
Don't hit my arm. I've got the camera there.
Let's see what he weighs today. I know it's a lot. I mean, more like feels more like 8.
Here, let me come around that way.
8.5 ounces. 8.5 ounces. So there we
Little
go.
Joey.
So they are now coming up on 5 days old, and he's
and
okay.
he's the fastest one in the bunch.
Yeah, he is. Quick
is.
little bugger. Okay, so
He sprints.
We'll keep them warm in there. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? So I get some calls on this. So people get upset when we do this. They think that we're being really cruel, and I get people to say, "Well, try to cut your thumbs off and see how it feels." I promise you that you're going to see this happen live. The puppies are going to squeal for just a second. If you took my thumb off with a pair
even
of...
if they squeal.
Yeah, even if they squeal. There's going to be no blood or just a dot of blood. If you took my thumbs off with a bolt cutter, there'd be a criminal investigation going on. It's not like that. People compare it to that. It's absolutely not like that at all. These are not hard bones. They're little soft tissues at this point. That's why you do this when there's some time between, what do you think, Tammy, 3 and 5 days old?
Well, you'd need to do it before a week old anyway.
Yeah. And these puppies are small puppies because they're small parents, so we wanted to wait a little bit and make sure they're really doing well. We didn't want to do this at day 2.
We wanted to wait till their weight started gaining.
So what do you need to do this? So the answer is that you want to get everything clean, make sure your hands are clean. I don't use gloves, and the reason for it is I use my nail to physically remove the Dewclaw. So I've got a little, one of Tammy's little...
And you put alcohol on your hands.
Yeah, there's alcohol in this, so basically alcohol.
Believe me, he did.
And the things that the basic thing I need is some curved hemostats. And by the way, if you buy a puppy kit, it comes with this. And I'm also...
Show that little hemostat.
Yes, these little tiny, they're called mosquito hemostats, little tiny ones.
Yeah.
You can use bigger ones, but it's just a bit easier. And then I'm also going to look at their nails and see if their nails need to be clipped. They probably don't, but I've got some nail clippers ready to go. And then here's something else. I've also made up little paper pouches with the names of each of the dogs on it. And when we remove the Dewclaws, we're going to put them in the corresponding little pouch, seal it up, and then we can then send that off to Animal Genetics in Tallahassee, Florida.
And we put the name of each one on there.
And they can do a DNA test and tell us everything about the color of these dogs. Apparently it needs to be put in paper, not a plastic bag. It's something to do with the way, I guess,
probably the sweating of
something like that, right?
Plastic,
exactly. So you can put this in the fridge at that point and keep it for a week if you're not sure if you're going to do this. But it makes sense to collect the Dewclaws because if you want to do a DNA test, you've got the genetic material.
Some people do the swab in the mouth.
Well, you can't do a swab on a puppy because it's nursing, so you have to wait till nurse. So that's the problem. You either got to send a blood sample in, and you can't hardly do that on a little puppy.
I guess that's when they're older, huh?
Yes.
But then it's too long to wait.
Yeah, so if they're finished nursing, you can order a kit from Animal Genetics, a little brush, you put it in their mouth, and while I'm doing this, let's just have a puppy out here while we're doing this. Look at that little gorgeous, look at that.
And who's that?
And that is Phoebe, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's such a sweet little puppy. She's a beautiful little puppy. I mean, she is. She's just gorgeous.
Oh my goodness!
I know she's
Turn her back around to me. Quit looking at her. There you go.
She's gorgeous.
Hold her up this way. Hi.
Little 10 points. Little 10 points. Yeah. So this is another thing about this is that we just generally want to make sure everybody's doing fine. So what are we looking for here? Well, let's just look at a navel and see how a navel looks. And that's all nicely, not red at all, a little black dot where it's all scarred up, healed up good. Everything looks great. And, little feet, all looks absolutely fine. And here's something else you can tell if a dog's in good shape. If you put your finger up here, And there she goes. She's suckling on it. See her suckling on it? She's nice and moist and warm inside.
Okay,
and she's, see him, I've got a nice wet fingernail. That is a dog. That is a happy little puppy. She's not squealing
Look at
or
little
upset.
tan.
Yes.
They're really cream looking.
Yes. So I was back to this. You can go get a test kit for. You can get a swab kit for free from Animal Genetics, and it's some brushes, and you put them inside their cheek, and you rub it around, and that gets the
When
DNA
they're
material.
older.
Yes. Can't do it when they're weaning.
Excuse
Because
me.
you get mum's milk, and we get the DNA from that. So, and then how do you get blood for a test? Well, you don't. That's why if you take the Dewclaws, you've got it all done in one go. So, if you're going to do a genetic test, or you think you might want to do a genetic test, absolutely, you've got to make sure that you can know who came from who. All right. So let's get down here close, Tam. So
What'd you
here's
call me?
Tam. So here's a little Dewclaw right here. There it is, right there. Can you see that all right?
Yes.
That's the Dewclaw. Typically, I've hardly ever seen any on their back feet. Take a look at the back feet, and they don't have them.
No.
So we're just
On
going
your
to
bigger dogs, they do.
So we're just going to remove that Dewclaw from the left and right front paws.
Bigger, different breeds.
Yep. And why do you do this? Why do you do this, Tammy?
Well, number one, you know, the little Frenchies are going to jump up on your couch and be in the blankets and maybe jump off your couch with their their toenails hooked into the blanket and jump off and break that. At that time, when they're a year old, it's definitely, and older and younger too, but not at a week old, is a bone, and it will break, and it is so painful. Then you have to go to the vet and go get that fixed, and probably have it removed then too. So
Yeah, if you-
this way, and then also, you know how Frenchies sometimes want to greet you, and their little claw scratches your legs and stuff. But most of all, it's about the care of your dog. If they were to jump off something, have their foot stuck in something, and that claw, it'll just totally break it.
Yes. And to have this done, you know, when they're 4, 5, 6 months old, they've got to be anesthetized. It's a whole procedure.
Oh, yeah.
It's very painful for the
traumatic,
dog.
Yeah.
It's no fun
right
at all.
now, it's not traumatic
No,
because it's
yeah.
not a bone.
Right, exactly.
It's soft.
Okay, so
Very soft.
all right, so I'm just going to put her down there. Okay, is the light good enough where you can see what's going on?
Yeah, every once in a while I get a big glare
I mean,
right
should I
here on her
get a
face.
light out here, or you think we're okay?
I think we're okay by the time the sun moves. Oh, she's gonna crawl off of there. Look at her gorgeous body.
Yeah.
Let her crawl like she was. She's just her look at that short tail and those nice turkey legs.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, we're biased because we love our dogs, but that is a nice little puppy. There's no doubt about
yeah.
it. So this is a lilac with full tan points, doesn't carry brindle.
9
it's-
chances out of 10 she's carrying cream. But
We'd have to
fixing
test for
find
that.
out.
That's
Yeah.
that's the one thing we're going to do on this is
Yeah,
test for
okay.
cream, which is a $40 test, by the way, for an individual
Move your
color.
hand. Look at that. Nice shoulder.
She tried to suckle on you.
Yeah, I know.
She's just
Nice little short cobby body.
look at her
Look
getting
at that.
yeah, right. Okay.
Oh, she's
So
beautiful.
I've got this ready
That's
so I
Phoebe.
can mop up if I get a little bit of blood. And here's my pre-sterilized. So can you get in here? Maybe you
Yeah,
want to.
I'll turn around this way.
Yeah. You want to get you a good view of this. Okay. I'm just going to. I'm not going to do this to start with, but basically I'm going to place this. Part of the problem is getting out. I'm going to put that down there, and I'm going to squeeze down, and that makes it pop up. And the moment I've got it squeezed down, I'm just going to wipe off the top of it with my other finger.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. Squeeze, wipe. Done. And there it is right there. Can you get a view of that?
Yeah.
There it is right there. There's the
And the
Dewclaw.
reason why for
There's
squirming
the Dewclaw.
was because she's being
And
held
look,
down.
she's already.
There's a little
And
Dewclaw.
there's no blood. No blood.
Okay, let me show. Let me show.
And she's. Yeah.
Show me the little area that we removed.
I'll point to it. I'll point to it.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right
there
there.
you go.
No blood. No, she's happy, ready to start suckling. There's just, and there's the Dewclaw right there. It's
Yeah,
that
maybe
easy. And
zoomed
it,
in on
honestly,
it.
folks, this is not, I mean, I'm not saying it's not painful for the dog. Obviously, when you clamp down, it doesn't care for that part of it. But the whole process is so quick. All right, so we're just going to, I'm not going to muck around. We're going to do the other one. Here it goes.
Okay.
Clamp, cut,
The longer
done.
you wait.
That's it. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Done. And she is ready to go back with mum, and I promise you, she is not any worse for wear. And I have never ever had a problem with an infection or any kind of an issue with this ever. And I've done hundreds of these.
Well, you want to make sure you put alcohol on.
Well,
your,
yes, exactly. Yeah,
on your
use
hemostat.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, be sensible about you going about things.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Yes, right. Wash your hands.
Common sense, folks. Common sense.
Yeah, but the important part about this is not traumatic for the dog. Like people think this is a travesty to be doing it. By the way, for the show ring, this is completely fine. There are various things that you can do to a dog depending what the breed is. But I think in all dogs you can remove the Dewclaws, and it's not a penalty in the show ring. So there goes Phoebe's little Dewclaws
and
in
her
there
name.
with her name on it.
Her name on it.
And I'll put a bit of
Phoebe.
tape on that when I'm finished, and that then goes off. So there's Phoebe.
Phoebe's
So-
beautiful. See, she's not traumatized.
No.
She's very comfortable
No.
and warm.
If anything, right now she's getting a little bit warmer. She'd like to see Mum.
Yeah.
All right. So there's Phoebe. Right.
Yeah.
Pop it in here, Tammy. Look at this. Look how comfy they are in there. Look at them. Look at them.
Nice and warm.
And I promise you, when we come back here to get the next one, she will have quietened down and be nice and warm. All right. So let's do Joey next. Joey's the smallest one. Okay. So we're just going to run through this really quick now. So we'll probably put this on fast motion. So here we go. Get a bit of muck on there. Done. No scream.
Yeah,
sure.
no screaming at all. Little Joey's the toughest one of them all.
He is.
Oh,
I haven't even done
holding him down,
anything.
ain't even
It's just that I'm holding him down. He's like, go. It's like those wrestling moves where they give up. That's actually the
Yeah.
one I took off. So you got to go
Yeah.
to the other side.
He's
He
trying to tell you.
is a little squirmer now. God, he's
Yeah.
a little squirmer.
Fast. When you put him down, show him how fast he can go. Oh, it's because you're holding him down,
Yeah.
James.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Joey?
Go.
Joey? Yeah. Yeah. He's a
there's
good
Joey.
boy.
All right.
No Joey. You need three.
Okay, so let's get the other.
Lilac and tan.
Let's see. You're gonna have to help
All
me
10
out.
points.
So come over here, Tammy. Look, she's already crashed out. Look at that.
Yeah.
Totally crashed out.
Yep.
She
Sleeping good.
Actually, that's
Oh,
her
no,
right
no,
there.
that's her.
That's her. Just crashed out. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Sleeping away.
Okay, so now let's do.
That is probably, always have trouble. Chandler.
Doesn't have the tick.
No. You mean the check.
The check.
Yeah. That's Chandler. Remember, we
Yes,
named
Ross.
them after
Yes,
the
Ross.
friends.
Yes. Right. Okay. Here we go. All right. So we're
Characters.
not going to mess. Now remember, right now he's being manhandled, and any.
Well, you're
any,
holding him upside down.
Any
That's
complaint?
uncomfortable.
Well, he thinks he's getting food first, and any complaints. She's golly. God, feisty little buggers.
Look at his 10 points on his eyes.
Yes.
Good looking boy.
Yes,
Yes, him
yes.
is.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Who couldn't love a Frenchie puppy,
Oh.
right?
I know it.
Even if you're being mean like this
They're
for a few seconds.
6 days old.
Yes. Okay.
Mean as in holding him down.
Here we go. Clamp, cut.
I
Done.
think you're holding him around his neck and he doesn't
Well,
like
I
it.
just
That's
got to
why
get
they
him.
squeal,
Yeah.
too.
It is.
I know, you don't want them moving around too
No,
much.
exactly. This one's pooping. I can smell it.
Uh-oh. He's letting you have it.
Let's see where it is. Don't have very good light here. Done. Cut. Done. Okay. Done.
Okay. Did you poopy? Here's a paper towel.
That's Chandler, right?
Yeah, that's Chandler.
And then, by the way, what we're going to do when we finished all of this, we are going to come back and
Chandler.
check everybody to make sure nobody's
Hi,
bleeding,
Chandler.
just in case somebody needs to have a little bit of compression. Okay. Those guys done.
That's little Chandler.
Okay. 3 down.
He's next to the smallest. Well, the little girl and him are
Looking good.
neck and neck.
Okay. Here we go. All right. And there, Kathy's
Turn that
plans.
around the other way. Yes.
Okay. All right, so let's see here. Now we've got, that's a little girl. We'll get a little boy next. Here we go.
Okay, there's
Let's go with Ross, isn't it?
little Ross.
This is Ross. Ross has got
He's got
the
a check mark on his chest.
Changed a little bit,
Yeah,
hasn't
it
it?
has.
I thought it should have been Nike Swoop, but that wasn't part of the names. Okay. All right. So here he comes.
He's a pretty thing too. He's got a nice
So here we
head.
go. Clamp, cut,
Ooh, goodness.
done. Off.
So you got your hands around my neck.
Yes. Sorry,
Kind of like
dude.
when you and I go dancing.
Yes.
We're doing country dancing.
Okay,
you
here
got
comes.
my
This is
neck.
squirmer. Clamp, cut,
Yeah.
done.
See there, he doesn't holler when you do it that way. You have your hand around his neck.
Ross.
Hey, Ross. Come here, baby. Yeah. There you go. Oh, look at those nice neck, shoulders there. Yes. Yes,
That's good.
sir. Yes, sir. Little babies. 6 days old.
Monica. So look on the white. Look on the white towel. Do you see a pool of? Do you see a pool of blood anywhere?
You said Monica. No.
Monica's next. There's a.
Okay.
That's not even. That's just a bit of fluff. That's not even blood. There's a
there's
little bit
blood.
right there.
Yeah.
So there you go. So here you go. Look, we've got a little bit of blood right there. Right. See it?
Move your hand.
Oh, she's such a squirmer.
Yes. Well,
Sorry.
they're hungry.
Right there.
Where?
Right there on my fingers. But what we're going to do is this. We're just going to take a paper towel. And we're just
Hold
going
it
to
just a
squeeze.
few
Just going to
seconds.
squeeze it for a few seconds.
And
like that.
Like we said, it's just a little bitty drop of it. Okay. Yeah.
This little drop.
Yeah.
We go back again.
And squeeze
And
on
another
it.
fresh one. Almost disappeared now. Do one more
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
And somebody made a good point on a previous video, said if you have a puppy that actually is bleeding quite a bit, you can use some flour. You can actually put some flour on it.
Yeah.
You can get that razor strips and stuff.
Powder,
Yes.
medicated powder to put on their nails.
What do you call it? Stip?
Put the nails too
Stip
hard.
something? Monica.
Yes.
Little Monica.
Monica.
Look at her, look at her go, look at her go.
Yeah.
Look at her go.
Yeah, she says it's dinner time. She says it's dinner time.
Look at her go.
So I'm going to be real mad.
Healthy, happy little puppies.
Yes.
Golly. But this makes it difficult though because she's going to be a little bit of a squirmer.
Yes. Yes.
One.
See, don't do it around the neck.
I'm not clamping. I've just got a good hold of her. That's all.
No, I know. But they
I
do
lost
better
the
when you...
I lost the Dewclaw on her fur.
Okay,
That's fine.
right here,
There it
yeah.
is, right there.
Oh,
There it is, right. Whoops. Golly. God, you're a wriggler. You're a wriggler. Okay.
oh.
Come on. I'm going to win this battle. Got to get right underneath it. There it is. Count. Done.
There. See, they do better when you don't have your
All right.
hand around their neck.
Very easy to do, folks. It really is.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Turn around. Turn around here. Turn around here. Look at the shoulders. Oh, this whole little... Look at that little turkey leg. Oh, 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 oh. We turned over. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
She's looking for dinner. She's
Let's
hungry.
see what Monica weighs. Monica had lost a bit of weight, and she was down to 6.2 ounces at one point. I'm going to guess now she weighs 9. Maybe more. It was a good guess, wasn't it? 89.9.
Yeah.
It's a close 89.9. That's pretty close to 9.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So, and that's a sensible. Now, you can have puppies that are born that kind of weight, but the important thing here is. Want me to hold it for you?
Isn't she pretty?
She's very pretty. So the important thing is that they are putting weight on every day, and not losing weight. And it doesn't really matter what the weight is as long as they're gaining. So I think something else we're going to do is we're just going to quickly look at their little paws, little claws, and a little bit of blood on her. So we'll just mop her up for a second. So the front claws definitely want to be trimmed up. It really doesn't need to be done
Not
yet.
now. Not,
yes.
no.
But
Probably when they're 3 weeks old.
see here, you can see
And
them.
you want to keep them trimmed after 3 weeks
Yep.
because they will be scratching on Mama to nurse, and then makes Mama's titties sore, and
she
she
don't
won't
wanna
want to nurse them anymore because it hurts.
There we go, Tom.
So be sure and trim those nails after 3
By the way,
weeks if they
show
grow
this,
extra
show this here,
fast.
show the front of this. This is set 40 degrees Fahrenheit, centigrade rather, which is 104 degrees Fahrenheit. This incubator has not forced air, does not dry puppies out. The heat's coming up through the floor. So this is nice and warm down here. Not crazy warm, but nice and warm.
Stand this way, the glare from the
Sorry,
sun.
yes. So the heat just comes up through it and it doesn't dry them out. And then there's a little light in here, so at night time, if you've got a puppy in here at night time, you can have this by your bed. And this thing plugs in with a 12-volt adapter that comes with it. There's just 12 volts in here. There's nothing that can ever hurt a puppy. And it comes with a car cigarette lighter adapter.
Yes.
So you can run it in your car when you go. So
Go
we
to the
use.
vet.
Yeah,
we had somebody ask us, are you sure it'll hold all my puppies when they're born? This thing will hold 12 and more puppies, Frenchies, when they're just born in here
Yes.
because remember, they just come out of a tight area of their mama, so they're going to fit nice and tight together. But now they're 6 days old.
There's 5 puppies that's almost a week old, and you could get 5 more if you had to. They'll be quite.
Yeah,
and
this is at 6 days
Yeah,
old.
you get 10 puppies in there at 6 days old.
Yeah.
Yes, right. And we've got a bigger version of this for people who've got, labs and English bulldogs.
Yeah, I'm getting that glare right
Sorry.
there.
Yeah.
Well, it's the light in there.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was the glare.
Yeah, they're all looking at the
Yeah,
light. Come
yeah.
towards the light.
No, they're not looking at the light. They don't
Okay,
even
all
have
right.
their eyes
So
open.
this thing's long enough for you. So go look at the other parts of this. This is all the way from
Looking for
pre-whelp,
dinner.
whelp, First introduction to pup to mama, bottle feeding, and now the tube feeding.
Close it.
And this is from www.lovemypups.com, LOVEMYPUPS.com. We've got products that we sell like this. That is our site, mybreedersupply.com. There's links to that. If you've got questions, things that we haven't done that we should do, if you like us, subscribe. If you think we're idiots, let us know. If we've done something wrong, let us know. And be nice to your puppies and your doggies. Bye.